Two people invest the exact same $7,500 a year in the exact same funds for 30 years. One walks away with tens of thousands of dollars more than the other. The only thing they did differently was pick a Roth or a traditional IRA. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one is right for you, and it comes down to a single question. Most people answer backwards. Quick note first, this is general education, not financial advice. An IRA is just a container. An individual retirement account you open yourself at a place like Fidelity, Vanguard, or Schwab. Inside it, you buy the same index funds you'd buy anywhere. Roth and Traditional are the same container with the same 2026 contribution limit. $7,500 a year or $8,600 if you're 50 or older. Same box, same investments. They are identical twins until the very last day. Here's the only thing that actually separates them: when the government takes its cut. A traditional IRA gives you a tax break today. You deduct a deposit now and pay income tax later when you withdraw in retirement. A Roth is the mirror image. No break today. You contribute money you've already paid tax on, and in return, every dollar of growth and every withdrawal in retirement is 100% tax-free. That's it. That's the whole difference. Traditional taxes, you on the way out. Roth taxes, you on the way in. Everything else you've heard is a footnote to that one idea. So, which is better? That depends entirely on you. So, let me introduce two people who make it obvious. To make this real, meet two savers. Maya is 24, a barista earning $32,000 a year. She sits in the 12% tax bracket, about as low as it gets. David is 45, a surgeon in his peak earning years, deep in the 32% bracket, planning to spend far less once he retires. Same $7,500 decision, opposite situations. Keep them in mind. By the end, the right answer for each is obvious, and it might surprise you who picks which. First, can you even use a Roth? It has an income ceiling. For 2026, if you're single, your ability to contribute directly starts phasing out at a modified gross income of $153,000 and disappears completely at $168,000. Married filing jointly, that band is $242,000 to $252,000. Earn above the top of your range, and the front door to a Roth is locked. The traditional IRA flips the rules. Anyone with earned income can contribute. No income ceiling at all. The catch is the deduction. If you or your spouse already have a 401k or similar plan at work, your traditional deduction phases out early. $81,000 to $91,000 for singles, $129,000 to $149,000 married. Above that, you're putting money in without the upfront tax break, which quietly makes it the worst of both worlds. Hold that thought. And pay attention to the year because these numbers just moved. Using last year's can cost you. The IRA limit rose to $7,500. The single traditional deduction phase-out shifted up to $81,000. So if you were right at the edge last year, you may qualify differently now. And under the newer Secure 2.0 rules, savers aged 60 to 63 get a special enhanced catch-up. The takeaway? Always check the current year's figures. Most videos you'll find are quoting stale limits. A question that trips everyone up. Can you have both? Yes. You can split your $7,500 across a Roth and a traditional in the same year. You just can't exceed the combined limit. And an IRA is completely separate from a workplace 401k. You can fund both side by side. The IRA isn't an either-or with your 401k. It's an and, which raises the real question. If you can feed several accounts, which one deserves your money first? Hold that too. Now the part everyone actually wants, the money. Let's race them. Same saver, $7,500 a year, 30 years. A steady 7% return. A common long-run assumption, not a promise. Inside the account, both grow identically. After 30 years, each holds about $708,000. Pre-tax, it's a perfect tie. Then the tax bill lands. The Roth saver keeps all $708,000 tax-free, every dollar. The traditional saver owes ordinary income tax on every withdrawal. At a 22% effective rate in retirement, that's roughly $156,000 gone, leaving about $552,000. Same deposits, same funds, a six-figure gap. Roth wins by a landslide, right? Not so fast. That race was rigged. The traditional saver got a tax deduction every single year the Roth saver didn't. 30 years of refunds invested is real money the simple version ignores. Do the honest math, and the truth is almost anticlimactic. If your tax rate is the same now, and in retirement, Roth and traditional come out basically equal. The winner only appears when those two rates differ, which is the single question this whole decision hangs on. So, Maya and David. Maya's in the 12% bracket now with a whole career of raises ahead. Her rate will almost certainly be higher later. She pays the tiny tax today, Roth, easily. David is at his lifetime peak in the 32% bracket and expects a lower rate once he stops working. He wants the deduction now, traditional, same account choice, opposite answers, driven entirely by where each sits on the tax curve. That's the whole game. Generalize it into one rule. If your tax rate will be higher in retirement than today, pay the low tax now, choose Roth. If it'll be lower, take the deduction now, choose traditional. Not sure? Younger savers usually lean Roth because a decade of tax-free compounding is hard to beat and today's rates are historically low. One more Roth advantage worth knowing, with one string attached. Because you already paid tax on your contributions, you can pull those back out anytime at any age, with zero tax and zero penalty. No other retirement account is that flexible. The string is the 5-year rule. To withdraw your earnings tax-free, the account must be open at least 5 years and you must be 59 and a half. So your contributions stay available. Your growth stays put and compounds. That safety valve is a quiet reason young savers love the Roth. 2 more tiebreakers push toward Roth. 1. No required minimum distributions. The government never forces you to withdraw, so it can grow untouched or pass to your kids. 2. Remember that locked front door for high earners? There's a legal side entrance. The Backdoor Roth. Gum tribute to a traditional IRA, then convert it to a Roth. Same destination, no income limit. Now, the payoff to that thing? I told you to hold. The single most common mistake. A high earner, locked out of the Roth, contributes to a traditional IRA anyway. But because they're covered at work and over the limit, they get no deduction. That's the worst of both worlds. Tax going in and taxed on the growth coming out. If that's you, don't. Do the Backdoor Roth instead. Same non-deductible contribution, then convert. And now, all that growth is tax-free. Same effort, dramatically better outcome. So, back to where we started, the reason 2 identical savers end up tens of thousands apart. It was never really about the accounts. It was about when your tax rate is lowest and choosing to pay the tax then. Get that one question right and the 6-figure gap swings in your favor. But an IRA is only one slot in your money. Before you fund either one, there's a smarter order for where every dollar should go first. Your 401k match, your emergency fund, your HSA, then the IRA. That priority list is the difference between saving and optimizing. This has been general education, not financial advice. Talk to a tax pro for your situation.